Malaysia has just been voted #1 travel destination for the Muslim community. And it's not the first time that it's been voted #1. It's not the second, third, or fourth, or bloody fifth. It's the 11th time in a row that Malaysia has hit the top spot.
If you can only visit one Muslim country this year, let it be Malaysia. And here's why it's my favourite Muslim country I've been to so far. The food is unreal, full meals for £1, drinks for 50p, and a mix of Indian, Malay and Chinese cultures makes it so unique. Prayer spaces are on every corner, so you never have to worry about where to pray. The modest fashion options are endless, and things are literally like £3. And there is so much to do. From the skyscrapers of Kuala Lumpur to the crystal clear waters of Langkawi, there's something for everyone and you can never get bored. Let me know if you want a full itinerary, and follow for more Muslim-friendly travel guides.
This behind me might just be one of the most unusual mosques that I've ever come across.
When you first look at this place, you'd think you're looking at a grand Victorian building somewhere in England. But this is actually Masjid Sultan Abu Bakr in Malaysia, sitting right at the edge of the country, proudly facing Singapore across the strait. So the mosque was built from 1892 and completed in 1900, making it over 120 years old. And it was actually built at the request of the Sultan at the time, known as Sultan Abu Bakr.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera, gengs. Selamat datang kembali di Ami Story. Gengs, pernah tak terfikir ada satu negara yang membuat ramai pelancong muslim dari seluruh dunia rasa seperti berada di rumah sendiri? Bukan hanya karena keindahan alam dan makanan yang sedap, tetapi karena suasana Islam yang begitu mudah dirasai setiap hari. Dari surau di pusat membeli-belah, makanan halal yang mudah ditemui, sehinggalah masyarakat yang sangat mesra. Hari ini, kita akan lihat kenapa Malaysia mulai mendapat perhatian dunia sebagai salah satu destinasi mesra muslim terbaik. Jadi gengs, jangan kemana-mana.
Malaysia has just been voted #1 travel destination for the Muslim community. And it's not the first time that it's been voted #1. It's not the second, third, or fourth, or bloody fifth. It's the 11th time in a row that Malaysia has hit the top spot. Now, I haven't had a chance to go to Malaysia yet, and at the moment, I can't go on holiday, but it's definitely on my list of countries to visit. Number 2 is actually Indonesia, which is also on my list to visit. Absolutely adore the Malaysian and Indonesian people, and when I first started on social media on my first account, remember the first one I lost, Annie Says, the original account, it was the Malaysian and Indonesian community that pushed me out there. They literally took me from like 2,000-3,000 followers to 20,000 followers in a matter of weeks. So I'm always going to have a soft spot for them. I love Malaysian food, Malaysian culture, Malaysian people. They're so polite and decent and so pro-Palestinian as well. So definitely on my list of places to go to. So I'm not surprised that it's been ranked #1. So let me know in the comment section below. Have you visited Malaysia? What did you think? And if you haven't, is it on your list? And non-Muslims, let me know as well. Would you go and visit Malaysia?
They just released the top 10 best halal-friendly destinations in 2025, so if you're a Muslim traveler, save this video. I was low-key trying to think of a funny joke, some witty comment, or some like deep analysis about this list, but honestly, it's a pretty standard list that I agree with. The only thing that stood out was Malaysia, because Malaysia is like 60 to 65% Muslim, so it being #1 over these other countries, which are like, 90 to 99% Muslim, was interesting. And as someone who has been to Kuala Lumpur, who has been to Malaysia, I do see Malaysia being one of the top halal-friendly countries, just because as a Muslim, there's so many halal options and so many beautiful mosques to visit in Malaysia. So yeah, let me know in the comments if y'all agree or disagree with this list. Let me know what you think is one of the top halal-friendly destinations we should visit.
What's the most Muslim-friendly destination in the world? The Global Muslim Travel Index 2026 just dropped, ranking 150 destinations on factors like halal food access, prayer space availability, Muslim-friendly hotels, overall safety for Muslim travelers, and more. In accordance with those factors, it's no surprise that the most Muslim-friendly destination, non-OIC, is Singapore, and OIC is Malaysia. Malaysia has held the top spot almost every year since the index began, and Singapore has held the non-OIC top spot spot for over a decade straight. Proof a Muslim-friendly trip doesn't need a Muslim-majority country. These two are setting the standard for halal travel right now, and we'll be bringing you closer to both throughout the year. Follow the Muslim Travel Show to see exactly what makes them rank so high and where you should be planning your next trip.
Langkawi is genuinely one of the most underrated Muslim-friendly destinations I've travelled to, and honestly it's still in my top 3. It has that perfect island vibe, beautiful beaches, luxury resorts, and such a peaceful atmosphere without feeling overly crowded or too touristy. And because it's in Malaysia, of course it's a Muslim country, so you don't have to worry about whether food would be halal. The nice thing is that there's mosques around in every corner, and also the best thing is definitely the people. Now, just because Langkawi is a small island doesn't mean there's nothing to do. In fact, it's the complete opposite. From visiting their dream forest, which felt like stepping into a magical fairy tale at night with the lights, nature, and such a unique atmosphere that make it completely different from your usual holiday activities, to then jumping on the cable cars, which takes you up around 708 meters above sea level, and the views across the island are just incredible. You can even walk on the Sky Bridge, which is one of the longest curved suspension bridges in the world, so it feels like a must-do experience. There's just so much to do, so it has to be covered in another video. But honestly, Langkawi deserves way more attention, and if this isn't on your bucket list, then you need to add it.
Hola, hola. Assalamualaikum. I'm Nan, and I'm a Colombian Muslim revert living in Malaysia. I want to thank you all for following me. It was such a big surprise when this video of Go Malaysia went so viral. Thank you. And I think we need a proper introduction, greeting, right? I want to share you how was my experience doing my master's in the Netherlands in water science and share you everything I learned. That's why on Wednesdays I post content related to sustainability. I reverted a little longer than a year. One of the things that I wish I could find more in my revert process was content of Latino Muslim reverts. Knowledge should be shared, and that's my goal. And that's why I want to share how was my experience in Spanish. I think we can learn from each other. I'm not fluent in Malay yet, but I could practice with your comments. Jumpa lagi.
Kuala Lumpur is one of the most Muslim-friendly budget cities in Asia. Here's the perfect 5-day itinerary. On day 1, check into your hotel, then have a walk around Bukit Bintang and grab a coffee before heading to the Jalan Alor night market, one of the longest night markets in Kuala Lumpur that has hundreds of stalls for you to explore. On day 2, explore the historic core of KL. Start with the iconic Batu Caves, climb the colourful steps, look at the monkeys and spend around 2 hours. Then visit a national mosque, Merdeka Square, and the Sultan Abdullah Samar building. Stop at Jambu for matcha, walk along the River of Life, and grab some cookies at Cookie Crumbs. In the afternoon, explore Chinatown, Central Market, Petaling Street, and Kwai Chai Hong. Finish at Saloma Bridge, then head to KLCC Park for the fountain show at Surya Mall, with the most stunning view of the Petronas. On day 3, head to the Genting Highlands, take the cable car up to the outlet, visit the Chin Swee Temple for the views, and explore the indoor theme parks. Head back to the city in the evening for the Pavilion Mall, and finish with the KL Tower Sky Deck, which gives insane 360 views of the city. And to relax before bed, head to T-Spa for a relaxing Japanese head spa for £9. On day 4, take a day trip to Ipoh, visit the Cave Temple, kayak on the Mirror Lake, and visit the Concubine Lake. Or if you want a more relaxing day, stay in KL and get a massage, visit the Budaya Times Square, which has over 1,000 shops, and grab some nasi lemak in the evening. On day 5, head to the Putrajaya area in the morning, see the Pink Mosque, the lakeside and the bridges, then come back to KL and grab dinner at Halal Din Tai Fun. Save this for your Malaysia trip and follow for more travel tips.
Gengs, ramai pelancong asing mengakui mereka terkejut dengan pengalaman berada di Malaysia. Mereka kagum karena hampir setiap tempat ada kemudahan untuk sholat, sama ada di hotel, mall, lapangan terbang, atau tempat awam. Bagi seorang muslim yang tinggal di negara mayoritas bukan Islam, kemudahan seperti ini adalah satu nikmat yang sangat besar. Selain itu, Malaysia juga terkenal dengan makanan halal yang berbagai, budaya yang bercampur tetapi tetap harmoni, serta masyarakat yang suka menyambut tetamu. Ini menjadi contoh bahwa kemajuan sesebuah negara bukan hanya tentang bangunan tinggi, tetapi juga bagaimana negara itu menjaga keperluan dan menghormati kepelbagaian masyarakat.
Guys, this has to be one of the most beautiful mosques in Malaysia, if not the world. Feels like I keep saying that every time I see a new mosque in Malaysia. The mosque is literally just right there. I love how it blends in with the rest of the buildings as well. Architecture in this mosque is so cool. This is honestly such a blessing. Malaysian mosques are on a different level. Like, just take a look at this. I'm inside the mosque and this is the view. Imagine having this as your daily mosque, doing your prayers here every day. Just outside the mosque, they have KLCC Park, which got to be one of the best places to go for a run because I have a literal running track around the whole park and the views here are incredible.
This behind me might just be one of the most unusual mosques that I've ever come across. When you first look at this place, you'd think you're looking at a grand Victorian building somewhere in England. But this is actually Masjid Sultan Abu Bakr in Malaysia, sitting right at the edge of the country, proudly facing Singapore across the strait. So the mosque was built from 1892 and completed in 1900, making it over 120 years old. And it was actually built at the request of the Sultan at the time, known as Sultan Abu Bakr, who by the way was an Anglophile, as in he loved all things England, including the architecture. And the thing that makes this masjid so fascinating, the minarets. They don't look like the minarets you might expect from a traditional mosque. The mosque's 4 minarets were designed to resemble British clock towers, and they look nothing like the normal mosque minarets that you'll see around the world. In fact, some have even compared their shape to the Baroque church towers in London, which is where inspiration may have been taken. So there you have it, a Victorian-looking mosque built by a Muslim sultanate sitting right at the edge of Malaysia. And this is why I think Malaysia's Islamic heritage is seriously underrated.
I went to the National Mosque in Malaysia and this place was honestly stunning. Before even entering the mosque, you could see the dome and it honestly looks so gorgeous. Upon arrival, if you're not wearing the appropriate gear, you're joining the Harry Potter club with these robes. For the guys, if you're wearing shorts that are too short, you gotta stick on a sarong or a matwis. All you have to do is walk up a few stairs and you're greeted with this beautiful view. Now, this masjid is honestly stunning and it can hold up to 15,000 people. And I think in the UK we're starving because we don't have pools inside of our mosques like this. Before entering the masjid, I took a little side quest path and I saw that there was these graves there. These were the resting place of the founders. There's also a few other graves scattered around, and they also have this small museum next to the prayer room, which was really nice to look through before entering the actual masjid itself. So much history and so much memorabilia in one place, you couldn't get enough. Now it's finally time for the main event, and Allahumma barik, this was absolutely gorgeous. Stained glass with Allah and the Prophet, peace be upon him, on there is absolutely amazing. Everything about this mosque made me feel at peace, and I can't lie, the carpet was super comfy too. This wasn't overly done, and I think it was just executed perfectly. Now this mosque also contains an exhibition, but unfortunately it was closed when I went there. It goes through the journey of life, and honestly I wish I could have experienced it. The surroundings are so stunning and beautiful, and they even play some Quran out loud. Bro, honestly this is making me want to move to Malaysia so bad. I don't know man, just hearing the call to prayer outside while you're just doing your daily things is such a spiritual reminder that you need. Nothing beats it. I need to move. And you don't need to be Muslim to come and visit this mosque. Definitely think you guys should come and see this place in person. It's so stunning.
The oldest masjid in Johor Bahru. Assalamualaikum. Today is Juma. We are here at Sultan Abu Bakr Mosque. It was built in 1892. Very unique style. Let's go inside and pray. My first impression of this mosque is the design. It's so special and it looks more British than Middle Eastern, like Victorian style details. Tall clock tower like minarets. Once you step inside, you still feel that calm, sacred masjid atmosphere. And Singapore is just across the water. On Juma, what I loved the most was the crowd. So many brothers came dressed in beautiful traditional clothes, baju Melayu, which made the whole scene feel even more local and special. And right next to the masjid, there's a very big madrasa. I just love the energy of this whole place. It has such a beautiful aura. This is definitely one of the most unique masjid in Malaysia. Come and visit. So stay tuned and spread the love.
Oh, and if Barbie was Muslim, this would 100% be her mosque, because let's get into it and let's talk about it. This is the famous pink mosque in Malaysia. This mosque, you guys, I can't even put it into words. This mosque is just so girl. It's so girl. This mosque is a girl's dream. This mosque is my dream. This mosque is Barbie's dream house. And your girl came to play. Did I say play? Because I meant pray. I know we look very pretentious here, but trust and believe, I was praying. I was praising the Lord. And after that, I had to show you guys my outfit, because look at her. She's so cute. She's so not pink like the mosque, but she's so cute. And then after that, let's look at my sisters, because they're so pink, they're so girl, and they match the mosque perfectly. I just love these girls. Fun facts about this mosque: it was started in 1997, completed in 1999, and it holds up to 15,000 people, 10,000 in the inside and 5,000 in the court side. And if you're ever in Malaysia, check it out, because this mosque was worth seeing in person.
Jadi gengs, daripada kisah ini kita boleh ambil satu pengajaran. Sebuah negara yang hebat bukan hanya dinilai daripada kekayaan atau teknologi, tetapi juga daripada nilai kemanusiaan, toleransi, dan bagaimana masyarakatnya menghargai orang lain. Malaysia menunjukkan bahwa budaya, agama, dan kepelbagaian boleh berjalan bersama jika ada rasa hormat dan saling memahami. Apa pendapat gengs? Adakah Malaysia memang layak dianggap sebagai salah satu destinasi muslim terbaik di dunia? Tulis pendapat gengs di ruangan komen. Jangan lupa subscribe Ami Story karena kita akan terus bawakan kisah menarik dari seluruh dunia. Jumpa lagi gengs.